I was talking to one of my Cancer friends, and she said, she asked me about, how long I've been, going through the whole pandemic thing. And she was like, how long have you been social distancing? And I was like, basically, ever since it started, I never stopped social distancing. I was like, I still, see very few people. I'm still, I'm in Costa Rica, so it's different than it is in the United States. So we don't have as many people vaccinated, and a lot of people are still dealing with, the illness itself and, stuff like that. So we're still dealing with, COVID in a different way than the United States is. So I'm still social distancing. Even if I wasn't here, I probably would still be social distancing. So she was like, how do you spend so much time by yourself and not go crazy? And I was like, oh my God, I love being by myself. Like, dang, I love being with me. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, oh my goodness. And she was telling me that she's never alone. And I've heard a lot of people say this. She says she's always with her kids. She said that from the time she wakes up to the time she goes to sleep, she is with at least one of her children. She has 3 children. And I was like, damn, like I need at least a minute. Are you serious? So today I'm going to talk about Aquarius, and she wants to know why we enjoy spending time alone. She doesn't understand it. She thinks is borderline, just crazy behavior. And she used to think that Aquarius was lying, that they were just lonely and saying that they enjoy being alone. But then she dated an Aquarius who would ghost people, including her, to be alone. And at first she thought that the Aquarius was doing it to do something nefarious, like see another woman or something else, gamble or something he wasn't supposed to be doing. But she came to find from popping up on him, trying to catch him, you know what I mean, that he wasn't doing nothing. Every time she popped up, he was basically chilling. And she was like, this man is ghosting friends, family, girlfriend to spend time by himself. I don't understand it. So I was like, well, I'll do a video and talk about it, because I've discussed this with a lot of people, and I personally think it's perfectly, it makes sense to me, but she cannot understand it. So let me do the introduction, and then I'm going to talk about what I think about this topic. I am Queen Arset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Leave us a positive comment in the comment section, please. And stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to read 2 positive comments and respond to them. If you would like to get a reading done, if you would like to chat with me, if you have a question for Ask an Aquarius, if you would like to get some Ask an Aquarius merchandise, if you want to join my Patreon, if you want to give us a love donation at the channel, if you want to do any of those things, look underneath this video, because you're going to find all my information. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. Why do Aquarius enjoy spending time alone? Man, I'm going to just be honest with you. When I'm alone, I am chilling. That's why Aquarius like spending time alone. There's no negativity. There's no drama. There's no argument. There's no energy drain. There's no compromising. It's just peace. It's just quiet, and it's just peace. And we can basically do whatever we want to do without answering to or negotiating with another person. This is why so many Aquarius have the tendency to stay single. And a lot of us do get married, but the 50% that doesn't, maybe 50% does, and 50% doesn't, something like that. But the ones that do not, I think it's because they so happy with the peace. This is something that I go through right now, because as an Aquarius, we go from loving that quiet and peace to wanting some type of meaningful connection. You can't have a meaningful connection if you want to be alone. So it's like we go back and forth between that balance. So for some of us, this becomes very, very difficult because the peace and the quiet a lot of times outweighs the other part. And it's just you want connection when you want it. You want connection sometimes. You want connection here and there. But for the most part, you get so used to having your peace, having your quiet. And I know for me, the compromising is big. Even if it's something small like just what we're getting for dinner. So I have to consult you about what I'm going to eat. What if I don't want that? You know? And then it's like, well, let's compromise on what you do want. Why can't I just get what I want and you just get what you want? And sometimes you can, depending on how you work it out. But a lot of times in my life, in my past experiences, I felt like too often I had to compromise with the other person, which to me is fair in a relationship. But I don't want to. I don't want to compromise. I want to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, and that's it. And this is the mentality of a lot of Aquarius, and so many of us struggle in relationships. Even some of us that are in long-term relationships will struggle with that part with our significant other. So that's why we enjoy spending time alone, because we can do whatever we want. It's nobody to compromise with when I'm by myself. I can go where I want. I don't have to ask you if you're ready to leave. I can just leave when I want. I mean, it's freedom. The most important thing to an Aquarius is freedom. And once we become at peace with our own company, we start having things that we enjoy doing, and we get to that space, that is an extreme freedom. So we don't want to give that up. You know, like when she said that, my Cancer friend said that she's with her kids from sun up to sundown. I was like, that sounds like hell. Not that I don't think that you should love your kids. I love my kid. But I still want time to myself when they go to bed or whatever the case is. And she said that her kids won't go to bed unless she goes to bed. So that means that you get no time at all unless you're at work. In her case, she's a nurse. So when she goes to work, she has time by herself. But when she's home, she has no time to herself. Like I'll tell her something. I'll say, why don't you do a meditation? You seem stressed. I can't because of my kids. Why can't you do it when they go to sleep? They don't go to sleep till I go to sleep. If I don't go to sleep, they won't go to sleep. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I would be irritable as hell if I had to live that existence. I mean, I guess I might get used to it after a while, but I think I would still be irritable sometimes, because even the Aquarius I know Aquarius who have big families and they live in the house with 5, 6, 7 people, but that Aquarius still has a man cave or someplace they can go to get 30 minutes of an office, an hour, something a day to themselves. I don't know too many Aquarius who don't get any time at all to themselves and still function in a peaceful, happy, high, motivated level. I don't know too many of them. I don't know any of them now that I think about it. You guys might know some, but I don't know any. So that's why it's such a, I realized this the other day. I was sitting at the edge of my bed and I had got some soft pretzels. And if you're from Pennsylvania, if you're from Philadelphia, you know that soft pretzels are like the street food extraordinaire, And I was sitting on the edge of my bed, because here in Costa Rica, you don't come across soft pretzels all the time. So I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I had a bag of soft pretzels. I found a place and got a bag of them. So I was sitting there humming. And I'm short, so when I sit on the edge of the bed, my feet swing. So I was swinging my feet, humming, eating my soft pretzels, And I realized I was happy as a pig in mud, and it was nothing going on. There was nobody in the room with me. I wasn't listening to music. I wasn't watching TV. I was just sitting there appreciating and experiencing a soft pretzel with some mustard. That's it. And as an Aquarius, those are the kinds of things we love to do. We love to indulge in the things that we love. And then another thing, there's nobody talking. If I'm trying to enjoy my pretzel and you yak, 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 I'm like, oh God, come on. I just want to zone out and eat my pretzel, you know? So that is something that many of us do struggle with. So if you're a person who's never by yourself, try it. Be by yourself. You know, find a way to get a half an hour, one day, an hour, half an hour to yourself and do things you love doing. I guarantee you, you will be seeking out. You will try to find ways to get by yourself sometimes. I think in our society, most of us are used to being entertained all the time. And I think that as Aquarius, we are entertained, but we're very proficient in entertaining ourselves. And I think that's something that makes us enjoy spending time alone. All right, now, Angelica Monroe. Angelica Monroe has our first comment, and it's not a positive comment, but I thought it was a funny comment because she was saying that Aquarius, one of the reasons why Aquarius have a tendency to be by herself, going along with today's conversation, is because there's so many, she said, cause everyone fake as hell. Now, I don't agree that everyone is fake, but I do agree that fakeness is common. Fakeness is very common. If you go to different places, you'll see it. If you're online, you always see these people with these perfect lives, and then you get to know them, and that is definitely not the case. So a lot of people are fake, Angelica. I agree with you 100%. The Dragonfly Dance. Hey, the Dragonfly Dance. The Dragonfly Dance said, thank you so much for reviewing and showing this gorgeous deck. It was an immediate yes for me. Just ordered and subscribed. This is one of the decks that I showed last time. Thank you so much, Dragonfly Dance. Thank you for coming. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. All right, guys, it's time to get going. So you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.